The fallen angels are a race of angel called the Grigori. These angels are referred to as the Watchers, with one translation identifying them as such because they observe God from the fifth layer of heaven, while another translation suggests that they were tasked with observing humans on earth. Ancient texts also characterize them as the sons of God, whose souls were made of fire. Grigori are depicted as beings even larger than the great giants, resembling countless soldiers of human appearance. They are a rebellious group of angels led by their leader, Semjâzâ, or also referred to as Azâzêl, who fell from heaven. There are two distinct events in which angels fell from heaven. After the war in heaven, when the archangels fought Satan, hell, and the dragon, and when they left their heavenly estate voluntarily to go down and interact with humans. The Watchers descended upon Mount Hermon. While on earth, they guided and ruled over mankind, sharing hidden knowledge not meant for humans. Many of today's technologies are believed to have originated from these teachings, revealing secrets of heaven that they were never intended for in the first place. In the Book of Enoch it is recorded, and Azâzêl taught men to make swords and knives and shields and breastplates, and made known to them the metals of the earth and the art of working with them, and bracelets and ornaments and the beautifying of eyelids and all kinds of costly stones. And then there arose much godliness, and they committed fornication, and they were led astray, and man became corrupt in all their ways. Semjâzâ taught enchantments and root cuttings, Amoros the resolving of enchantments, Baraquil astrology, Kokabil the constellations, Ezekiel the knowledge of the clouds, Araquil the science of the earth, Semjâzâl the science of the sun, and Sariel the course of the moon. And as men perished, they cried, and their cry went up to heaven. After descending upon Mount Hermon, the angels formed a pact to take human wives, a grave sin they could not escape. Their leader Semjâzâ accepted the blame for these actions. These Watchers mated with human women, giving rise to giants known as Nephilim. Nephilim was the result of human DNA mixing with angelic DNA, creating massive giants, some standing over 450 foot tall and decreasing in size in later generations. Genesis 6 states when human beings began to increase in number on the earth and daughters were born to them, the sons of God saw the daughters of man were beautiful, and they married any of them they chose. Then the Lord said, "My spirit will not contend with these humans, for they are mortal. Their days will be 120 years. God was angry, so he limited the number of years that man lived to 120. The Nephilim were on the earth in these days, and then there afterwards, meaning that the Nephilim was on the earth in those days before the flood, and afterwards, after the flood, when the sons of God went to the daughters of man and had children by them. They were the heroes of old, the mighty men of renown. In the Book of Giants, it states the Nephilim was a warring race, ravaging the earth, consuming both humans, plants, and animals, destroying and sinning against God's creation. When nothing was left, they turned on each other and eventually knew they would be punished for it. After 6,000 years of this going on, God sent the flood to cleanse the earth of man's corruption. This includes the Nephilim, other hybrid beings, and man, because the sin was so great on the earth. The Watchers were bound in eternal chains in the second layer of heaven, punished to watch their offspring perish without the ability to intervene. This act was so severe that it even made Archangel Michael tremble. The veil between angels and humans were established to prevent such events from ever occurring again. The disembodied souls of the Nephilim were stuck on earth to roam for eternity until God's return. And this is what we call the evil spirits today.